great. So it's not the first time you thought about it or dealt with it. Great. And Paula, how about you? How come you're down here?
We've been doing technology planning. We have great people to do it over the years. We still can do more, and I'm not a technology person, but the planning is something really important.
Great. So, and like I said yesterday, you know, I think that that's a great example of you don't have to be a tech person to do great kind of tech planning. Excellent. Luis, can I ask you why you're kind of around here?
Sure. I'm here because I believe that planning is the only way to make things work effectively.
Great, and use your resources effectively, of which everyone has limited.
Yes.
Excellent, thank you. All right, so now I'm going to come down here a little bit further. So Nora, how about you? How come you're around here?
I'm actually probably should be more that way. The work that we've done has been so hodgepodge, and I know there's a better way to plan, and so I support it. I'm not comfortable with it because we haven't done it well.
Sure, great, great. And how about you, Carol? Can I ask you?
I think pretty much the same thing, that we've
Okay.
all been trying to do our own thing with technology, but because we don't really have a good plan,
Yeah.
it's like this instead of very cohesive, and so we really can't even support each other because that
Yeah.
one's doing this and someone else is doing that.
Okay, it's like-
Planning has been the mistake, we can't like that thing.
Okay, so it's kind of like, let's build a house, and here, everybody, you've got some tools. Just go.
That's
Okay, great. So I'm gonna come back here a little bit more, and
I couldn't get further into the middle.
That's good. That's good.
What I can say is I went from barely knowing how to surf the internet and being able to check my email to now remotely logging into people's computers across the state and repairing these things. So.
Are they people that you know?
Yes.
People have given you permission.
Often it's people that I know, and usually they give me permission.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. And Julie, can I ask you about why you're?
I wanted to be somewhere over there too.
Oh, great, no problem. And so, where would you say you are then?
Well,
Kind of the
right
middle-ish?
there.
Okay.
I just, again, I think we have to embrace technology to move forward. It's as simple as that, and to, you know, especially our parent centers. And I don't think, you know, as a business, we don't always treat it like a business, and so we need to kind of start thinking in those terms.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Great. Marcia, you're kind of here in the middle. Can I ask you?
Okay,
where you
I
are?
have to say I haven't had a lot of experience with planning per se, just in the positions that I've been in.
Okay.
But I really like technology. I think I can do it. I'm comfortable with it. But I can learn it, and I know I can learn it. So I feel okay standing here.
Excellent. Oh, very good. I appreciate that. That's good. That's good forward thinking. Great. Karen, how about you? How come you're here where you are?
Sorry. That's okay.
I'm kind of in the middle. We're not, novices at it. We do have some plans. We have sought some funding to do some things. So I'm just kind of a middle of the roader right now.
Oh, great.
Not
Excellent.
for any particular reason.
Sure. And Deborah, can I ask you kind of where you put yourself on the spectrum?
In terms of planning,
Yeah.
I'm kind of right in the middle, because I have done some planning before.
Okay.
But I'm relatively comfortable with planning, and I don't have as much knowledge about it as I should. So,
Good.
I've done it
Yep.
and planned
Yep.
and made wonderful decisions.
Very good. Yep.
But
But the technology is the excellent.
but knowing whether or not they were the right decisions, even, it's hard to say.
I agree.
Because I don't have as much scope as I should have.
Okay, great. So now I'd ask you all to try and, I know we don't have a lot of space, so I'll only do one more, but I'd ask you to rearrange yourselves. This time, not just not comfort with tech planning, but comfort with technology. What is your personal comfort level with technology? And so let's keep more down that end, and let's keep less down this end. So if you're less comfortable with technology, less comfortable with technology down here, more comfortable with Excellent. And make sure people can get through if they want to move around. So if you're more comfortable with technology down there, less comfortable down here. Everybody where they want to be? Excellent. Okay, so since you're holding the fort down here, I'll ask you, what would you say about your comfort level with technology?
First of
of all, I went kicking and screaming into this whole technology. I balked at the fact that I had a new email. I said, why can't I speak to a live person? Matthew and my other staff said, oh, you can do this, and I went, all right. But so I became more comfortable now, and now I say, when do I have to talk to somebody? You know, I'd rather email than somebody, and I know I have to be careful as to what I'm saying on the email, but I'm more comfortable doing it.
Great.
You know, so, but I'm still not, webinars and all that other stuff, I just give it to Matthew and Laura and say, okay, help me do this.
Sure. Good. So that's good self-awareness. But you're right. I mean, you know, coming from a communications background, I know that so much of communication is nonverbal, and you lose that in an email. And also, you have to be careful that if you wouldn't say it to your grandmother, don't post it on the internet. Yeah. So, Mary, how about you? How would you describe where you are with tech?
I'm comfortable only with real basic stuff.
Okay.
Like, you know, things that you use every day, like the computer with the word processing and stuff like that.
Okay.
I panic real quickly.
Okay.
And if I didn't have Kathy, we would be in bad shape because she has to save us most of the time. We just, yeah, I get very scared and panicky, and I'm always afraid that if I hit the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, it's just going to blow up.
Sure.
Even though I know it won't, but I just, yeah.
That's right. And for those of you on the internet, you missed Mary's beautiful comment yesterday that she said that, you know, she's aware that most problems happen between the keyboard and the chair. Which is great. That's great. And I mean, at least one thing about a lot of programs in the internet is oftentimes they can be infinitely patient so that you can keep doing things, you know, kind of again and again. So great. Thank you. Great. Liz, can I ask you kind of where are you in the spectrum?
I use a lot of technology, but there's times that I get frustrated sometimes trying to do the self-help, so I don't get somebody to help me.
Great.
But listening to this, I keep thinking maybe I should learn something. I don't know. I'm not great. I'm not, you know, but I'm determined that I want to do what I want to do, so we work on figuring out how to do it.
Excellent. That reminds me of one of my clients, I think I mentioned yesterday, the Sisters of Notre Dame, and their website is maintained by Sister Margaret. Sister Margaret is 80, and she learned HTML at 70. And so I didn't want to learn it at 30. So, but she had the determination. She believes in her social justice issues. She knows she can spread the word that way. And so, yeah, they were willing to climb that very daunting mountain. So excellent. Thank you. Godfrey, how about you? How come you're here at this place?
Technologically, we're not in Kansas anymore, and it's becoming a part of our everyday life. It's ubiquitous. We have to be able to embrace it, engage it, and learn how to use these tools.
Sure. Very good. Thank you. And so, since you were called out, Matthew, I wondered if you'd speak to your colleague and what she said. Where are you with tech?
I'm pretty comfortable with technology, but at the same time, I don't have a real formal background in it. It's mostly stuff I've picked up on my own or stuff that Marta's husband, who was an electronics engineer, has showed me how to do in terms of networking. So a lot of times, you know, Marta will say something like, can you go to one of our remote offices and set up a network? And I'll be like, well, I can try. Just remember, I was an English major in college, but I'll do my best. But I've been using technology my whole life, so in terms of being self-taught, I would say I'm pretty comfortable.
Excellent, excellent. Rose, how about you? Why were you down here?
I usually feel very similarly to you because I have a degree in English communications background. But I was lucky that they taught, you know, some of these technology skills in the classes, but it was more you really had to go out and sort of self-teach yourself. So I've been doing that for years and years. So I feel comfortable just jumping in, but I don't know code, for example. You know,
Sure.
and
But Marta, your husband's an electrical engineer.
Yeah, and that's why he's retired and I'm not.
That's great. That's great. So let's see if I can come down here and let's see. Can I ask? Oh, Carmen, are you down here?
Yeah, I'm down here.
You just great. So why are you down here with technology?
I try anything at least once. Everything can be redone. I'm usually the person who people ask to. My former job, they asked me to do the website. I said, okay, I'll learn, and I did. So I do know some basic coding, how to get that stuff done. So I understand it, even though I don't get a chance to use it as much as I'd like to.
Great. And was that mostly by trial and error?
And one
Some training?
formal course, but the rest of it was trial and error, and then
everybody else in the office just came to me, who also did the coding, because they always messed up. I
Great.
usually could figure out where they went wrong.
Excellent. Great, and how many of you have had some kind of formal, just raise your hands, how many of you have had some kind of formal technology training or gone to a tech-related training class in the last, say, 6 or 8 months? Anybody? Some formal? Okay, great. Because oftentimes in a lot of work that I find is that the more you can give people training and exposure and give them their own time to find that out, then that helps with their comfort level. So, excellent spectrogram work, everybody. Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat. And I know you're going to be sitting all day, so I thought this was a great opportunity also to get you up and around and to give us a window into each other's kind of tech planning and technology comfort level.